Get out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. The beats, leave it in the street. Case on the news.
All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tennessee Titans. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Nick Chubb with his 16th touchdown of the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yeah.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Armstrong. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Armstrong. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line. Hey, we got 4 down.
On first down, Armstrong. And he's going to get this inside the 30. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things off.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a give, right side. It's Armstrong. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a second and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
56. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
On third and goal, Wilson flush to his right. He can run. The ball comes out, and that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Third and long. It's gone. Hey, right on cue. They set up the screen and complete it. A huge play there on the screen pass. 49 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into third and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. In for the score. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Right, 58, right there. They can't hang with us.
On second down now, it's Armstrong. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
They'll run on first down. Armstrong. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the Niners' 36-yard line. 58, boys, 58.
On second and 12, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deshaun Hand, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. On now is the Titans punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities, you get over-anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing.
Mike Evans, he's going to go. Touchdown, 49ers. Mike Evans, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. To throw is Wilson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for gone. Forced out to his left, and I think the ball's out. It's picked up by the Titans. A bad 3rd down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field. Now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down. Now they lose it. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
On 2nd and very short, Wilson. And this one complete to Burnett. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's see what you got.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd down, it's Armstrong. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 3rd down, it's Armstrong. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st down, Wilson. He completes it to Boyd. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Defense, let's go. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This one taken from the 7th. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 22-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First down, Titans, gain of 12. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
On first down, Armstrong. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a...
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Deontay Burnett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and it makes the score 21-10. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The third quarter has not been kind to them after they built that lead at intermission. They've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here here. Anything to seize that momentum back. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 40.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson. And this one complete to Reed. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. With good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
A 1st down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
Wide, get wide.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Armstrong. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Tennessee getting the 1st down on a big play of 18 yards. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
58, come on. There's a corner now. Let's go double count right here, double count.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him.
Accelerating, and off he goes. the 30, 10, touchdown, 49ers. That's going to be a 103-yard kickoff return. What a run. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run on first down. It's Armstrong, and they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Titans, gain of 12. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Armstrong, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You don't want none. 56 to Mike.
Now it's Wilson. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Goff. He completes it to Evans. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 29 yards. First down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Hey, lift!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goff. That is incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Check 26, check 26. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Maverick. Here we go.
From the gun, here's Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Tressway now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Armstrong. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. There's Wilson to throw. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deshaun Hand make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The Titans on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Watch the screen. He's checking.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You get out the football back for your offense. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now Mason Crosby on for the field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, he's going to have the hook up to Burnett. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
58, come on.
On first down, Armstrong. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
On 2nd down now, it's Armstrong. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. One last shot for Wilson. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. The scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for San Francisco, a final win means they will finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-4. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Titans, this loss will be the capper to a dismal 4-12 campaign. And with some high picks coming